Cool. We ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Sweet. Finished my Sour Patch Kids, man. Right, we'll go in here to the whiteboard. So, are you recording right now?
Yep.
All right, beautiful. All right, so I apologize for eating, but this is my dinner, Sour Patch Kids. Where do I even start here? Number one, we have Christmas decorations here in the Motivated headquarters, Motivated South at least. It's been kind of a whirlwind of the past 2 weeks for Dylan and I especially. So this video is all about basically the part one that you watched probably of Randonautica. Now, bring you over here to the board. So really quick, I want to follow up. If you have not seen the video I'm talking about, the link is in the description. Please go and check that video out. It's extremely important. None of this is going to make any sense. Recapping basically, number one intent we had was a child's doll, what led us to the creepy ass van, mind you, that had Massachusetts plates on it. Now, why is that significant? Well, I'll get down here to this. Most of you have already seen this whiteboard scenario that I put at the end of the video. Hopefully you all watch that part because it really makes a lot of sense. All of this is a story that connects somehow. Okay, so there are connections that the video that you are kind of seeing some B-roll clips of right now, this is actually connected. Like, there's no other way that this could be connected. It's just, it just does not make any sense, okay? So we find a creepy ass van in the middle of the Pocomoke Forest, mind you. All right, with Massachusetts plates. I'm gonna get back to that. Now, number two, we run to Twitter a lot for intents, and as most of you know, we chose the first one that came up when we Googled it, which was John Wayne Gacy. Now we found glasses and bags buried basically around this area. Now I'm not exactly sure if we need to go back and like shovel up some more of these bags, see if there's anything in them, but I can tell you this. The third one that we had was a bust, which absolutely sucks. That happens when you play Randonautica. Number four, unsolved cases was our intent, and we found a projector. Still working on trying to find somebody. Dylan has been diligently working on trying to find someone to actually take the tape and see if we can get it to play. It's actually not as easy as what it sounds like. Then we had three busts right in a row. So for our last one was motive for murder. We found the creepy ass van again. All right, we passed that van. All right, we found a boot and a book and some trash bags buried underground. Now, what's so significant about the book? Well, let me just tell you and let me just show you. All right, now if you don't remember, all right, this book right here, this book is The Inquest, the Kennedy and Kopaschini. That's what I'm gonna call it, Kopaschini, all right? It's this case. This is the actual transcripts from the court case that basically is saying that Kennedy wrongfully killed Kopaschini. Okay, I'm not sure if that's how we say that name or not, but basically this was released to the public scrutiny at the last official transcript, blah, 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 blah. But basically in this book, as you can see, are certain things. This is almost like someone's trying to crack the cold case here. They have like a newspaper clipping from 6/10 of 1970, okay? May 1970 is, I'm guessing, when this book was written or when the case happened. I'm not exactly sure. But here is what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be going through the actual book here. And one of the things that I found most interesting was here on this first page. As most of you can see, there's a lot of mold on this book, so hopefully we don't get sick. But right here, basically the names of, you know, Edward Kennedy, who Robert Malley was, who Joseph Gargan was. It basically lays all of that out, okay? So let me just spitball here for a second. That right there I feel is a piece of history, okay? Now we're gonna take this, hopefully y'all can remember this, but we're gonna take this board right here and we're gonna use this because this, to me, is some exciting shit. Scary, yet exciting, okay? Something I wanna point out, Pocomoke, Maryland, okay? I'm gonna put MD here, to just Massachusetts itself, just the border of Massachusetts, is 7 hours and 9 minutes, okay? So we're gonna have a 7-hour, 9-minute drive, all right? Now that's not, it's not killer crazy, but it is pretty extensive in my opinion, okay? Now, we're still looking for answers about Randonautica. Obviously, this one night, all of the intents that we did were from Twitter, which was amazing. Thank you, by the way. But what I really have to get across my point here is Pocomoke, Maryland to Massachusetts is, let's just call it 7 hours, because I mean, my grandmother can knock off 9 minutes of driving time in a 7-hour period. But what I'm saying here is this time right here means that that van, when we first saw that van at around 5 p.m., that means that van would have had to left sometime in the morning, not super early, but still, that's a solid 7-hour drive. All right, I'm gonna take like 2 more laps, Dylan, and I'll have my thoughts ran out. I have to do this, everyone. That's like how I get this like kinetic nervous energy like out of my body. I'm telling you, dude, I think that the app, here's my theory on this. The only way possible for this to make sense is if somebody that is associated with that van, that put that book out there from Massachusetts, is connected with the app in some way. Maybe they're not with the app, but maybe they have access to the app. But then my hindrance comes when it's like, okay, how do they know that we were gonna be there? Okay, unless we're living in a simulation, there's no possible way that they would have known that we would have been there. You and I are the only people that knew where we were going, when we were going, period. How, right? How? So is it just, hey, here's sheer coincidence that there's a book with a case from Massachusetts, and hey, there's a creepy ass van when we had the intent of child's doll just chilling over here next to the woods with a chair outside of it, and like any rational person would put this and this together and try to come up with a conclusion. And this is where all of you come into play. This is not over. This is literally not over, okay? So you're watching this video, and if this is the next day after you watching the video, the part 1 video, and you come over here to the vlog channel, well, guess what? Tomorrow night, there's another video dropping. Now me, this is literally filmed 2 weeks after. Me, I already know what happens in these next 2 videos. None of you all do, so that's very important for me, okay? And the reason being is I need your all's opinion, because I'm gonna look at all these comments that are coming in right now, and I'm gonna say, that makes sense, this makes sense, that doesn't make sense, and we're gonna keep on following. So to me, this is more about finding out, how the hell did Randonautica know that we were gonna be there? How in the hell would someone have known what time to be there? Everything, nothing makes sense. So at the end of the day, there has got to be a leak somewhere. And the leak's not coming from me, Dylan, and I know it's not coming from you. So obviously it's gotta be the app listening to us or something along those lines. Now, I will say this, we never made mention that we were even gonna film until late in the afternoon. So my point being is, if there is a 7-hour drive, we're gonna call it 7-hour drive from Massachusetts to Pocomoke, Maryland, there's no possible way that you can do that. There's no possible way that you can drive 7 hours in 1 hour's time. So I'm literally thinking right now about a comment that I did see back when we were in Florida. Okay, we uploaded one of the videos while we were still there, and this actually, like, oh man, this actually kind of worried me a little bit. Okay, let me just ask your opinion on this, Dylan. What if, just saying, what if we give our phones access to microphones, cameras, stuff like that? I'm not blaming this, and I'm not putting this on Randonautica. I'm not. Is it possible? Yeah, but how would they have known, right? Even if my phone was in some way, had something downloaded to it that I didn't know about, okay? There's still no way that a van from Massachusetts can make it here in an hour's time. From the time that we decided to go to the time that van is sitting in those woods, there's no way possible. So, number one, are we living in a simulation? I don't believe in it. There's a lot of people that do. I'm thinking there's a lot of people that do. But at the end of the day, it's just not plausible. You know what I mean? If we're living in a simulation, I go up and smack you across the face.
It's just weird.
I don't know.
We started talking about this in the whole case, and we heard sirens too.
That is true.
All playing at the same time. We were making a joke about, do we live in a simulation? Like, some of the coincidences that happen that we mark off as coincidences.
True.
Can they really be coincidences sometimes? I'm not saying we live in simulations. I don't think we do.
Yeah.
But is there something more?
You've got a good point here, Dylan. I think you're kind of running with something here, and I like it. Let's say we live in a simulation, then all of this makes sense. They knew that we were going to be in Pocomoke, Maryland. They knew that we were going to be playing for hours like we normally do. And that's something also that I think, oh, we just answered our own question, dude. We literally just answered our own question. Want me to show you why? I didn't think about this. I mean, we clearly said. Some of y'all are probably like, geez, these two are idiots. But I promise you, like, there's so much going through my brain every day of the week that I so right here. Again, you all know what to do in each and every one of the videos. Put your comments separate on each thing that you see or that you. These are limited time only. Experience tonight. I'm gonna start doing. I know y'all can do it. Y'all stuck it out and watch the entire video. If you all want us to go back to that area again and play Randonautica, I need you all to get this video to 17,000 likes. I know y'all can do it.
A couple weeks ago,
Before 10,000.
mentioned about going back.
Okay, that's all right. So let's just say this. Where the hell did my pencil go, or my pen, marker, whatever the hell it is, dry erase marker? Listen, okay, now it's starting to make sense, and this is actually kind of creeping me out a little bit. Okay, so let's just say that someone with the app or someone who knew that we went there and watched the video, right? Let's say that, all right, they're gonna make the drive. Now, mind you, it's a random day of the week and we decide to go, right? What if, here we go here. What if the van, okay, from Massachusetts traveled to Maryland, okay, on a random night, and their only intent, no pun intended here, their only intent was to basically place things. What if they work for the app, right? Like, all right, so like you can't sit here and tell me that, oh, hey, the app definitely doesn't benefit from you all playing. It does benefit from us. Like, honestly, what got everybody playing this whole entire thing was when those kids found that body in a suitcase, dude. Let's face facts here. If it wasn't for that, nobody would ever heard of it. It would just be an app that a community that is into quantum things would know about and do, and other than that, it really wouldn't be where it is, right? I want to clear something out of the airways because this has actually been tossed around that us YouTubers are paid to do this app. We're not paid to do this app. And if you really want to think about it, you know how much money it would cost them to pay us to do a video? It would cost a lot of money. They don't have the funds to do that, not of my knowledge at least. Now, I can speak for every one of the YouTubers that I know myself have never been paid by Randonautica whatsoever, but you wanna know why all of us continue playing, and you wanna know why I think this is plausible? I'm just gonna throw something out here, and this one's gonna shake everybody to their core, because the business side of me just came out and was like, holy shit. Why it would benefit them 100-fold if they were to go and place things at different locations all around the United States, invest some of the money that they're getting from some of the OWL tokens and things like that, invest that to get people to put things in certain places, somehow market in their internal system that, hey, this is this, when they say this keyword, or maybe not even that, because we've gone to some places with an intent and we found something that does not even remotely relate, right? Like the love sign that we were putting B-roll on. It really didn't make any sense for the intent that we had. So that's what I think. And that right there keeps us YouTubers going. That right there keeps all of us playing, because it's like trying to catch that, steak that's dangling in front of you on the treadmill. We're just going. And the only people who are really making the money are the people who own the gas stations from all the gas we've burnt playing this app. And another thing is the person that's behind the app. Profit is not a dirty word, folks. I'm not hating on the app whatsoever, but I am saying this is the most plausible reason that I think that all of this could be happening, right? So the van travels to Maryland, it's setting some stuff up. Maybe they don't have somebody around our area to put things out and go bank wild with. I have no idea. So think about this. You got CJ, right? That's me. course. Let's say that I usually stay within this one area and it knows, right? The app knows where you play because you literally tell it where the hell you're at. All right? Now let's just say that I'm right here in the center of this triangle and it knows that this is kind of a sweet spot, you know what I mean? You've got the Seaford area, the Pocomoke area, the Easton, Maryland area, and right in here is kind of this sweet spot that they would maybe, when I say they're talking about you and I, play the app, right? I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm literally getting desperate to know what the is the app doing? How does it do this? And how in the hell do these things happen? That's what I think. I really do think that they know kind of where you're at. I think they know what you do, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I feel like a mad scientist right now. Like I'm going berserk and crazy, dude. Dude, there's gotta be something bigger. There's just gotta be. It doesn't make any sense. How are you gonna explain this here, the band from Massachusetts? It's almost like we caught him in the act. Right?
Yeah.
We literally caught him in the act. We normally start around dark, 7, 8 o'clock. The app knows that. So if we said that we were going back, which we made public in that video, it literally holds the door open for them to have gone there, okay? The van gets to Pocomoke, right? Let's just say it's at 4:30, okay? 5 o'clock rolls around, and then 2 idiots show up named Dylan and CJ to start playing, which is obviously 3 or 4 hours before our normal time of playing. So they think they had time. And the whole entire time, we didn't even know. We were just going through the motions. That's literally what we do. Every time we go through the motions, dude.
They knew that. They peeked through the blinds.
Yes, they did know. They did peek through the blinds. You're right. And I think they knew exactly who we were. You know, or their mission was to not be seen by anyone. Bro, I don't know. This is probably one of the craziest, creepiest. I don't know. So, is the app trying to just give stuff here and there and here and there at different locations to keep us YouTubers going and going and going and going and going? And, you know, and I'm not saying they're suckering people, but I see people all the time, they're like, oh, I played for like an hour and nothing happened. You literally have got to play for 8 to 10 hours. Like, you're gonna have a way more bust than you are gonna find anything whatsoever, and you're gonna have a lot of private property that you're gonna have to trespass on, or maybe not. Definitely not recommending that, but I'm just saying, in order to get the results that we get, you have to play for a very long time. It's not something that you can just play for an hour and be like, huh, nothing happened. Bullshit. You got to keep on playing. So this is my theory. I think that, I don't know about all of you, but I can pretty much tell you that there's more that meets the eye with this app. And I want to know your all's opinion. And the reason why I'm doing this vlog is because I'm desperately scratching at what's the end result with the app? Why was the app designed? Why is it still around? And what purpose does it serve? Is it literally just taking people out of their normal habit? You know, and that's where the whole simulation theory comes in, is it's taking you to places that you would not normally go in your daily routine. The app knows what your daily routine is. It knows how long you are at work, how long you usually stay at home, what time you leave, if you stop at Starbucks every morning. Like, that, to me, is creepy. I mean, if you have an iPhone, okay, and I'm not judging if you have an Android, but I don't understand why you own an Android. I'm kidding. I have to make that Android joke because all Android users hate iPhone users for some reason. But my iPhone literally knows when I get in my car to go to my office on Monday, it knows which office I'm at. The app can literally do the same exact thing. So again, the app is probably designed to take you out of your normal space. Your mind is in a different setting. Like, you can ride by the same exact billboard for 17 weeks in a row and never know what it says, right? Or you can go to a different road and notice the billboard and be like, oh, Geico. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because, like you talked about, it literally uses our maps. When it's
yes.
time to pick the point, you pick on it. So, like when I got in my car to come here, it knew exactly how long it takes
Bingo.
to get from here to there.
Well, here it is, folks. I want your all's opinion. We're gonna call these deep dives. And if you all like us to deep dive, maybe each video or maybe the series of videos that we do, comment below, let me know on that. Put another comment and let me know your theory. Your theory is most important in this situation because I read all the comments. I go through them. I try to heart all of them as well. And you all have some really good things that we miss. There's a lot of stuff that we miss. And it's just because, first off, when we're filming, we're worrying about, okay, we're trying to first off, see if there's anything around us, see if there's anyone around us, and then stay alive if there is someone around us. So the app has basically said that they put it out publicly on Twitter that, you know, they don't hire stalkers, they don't hire people to chase you down the road and things like that. I personally have never had a stalker using the app. I've had stalkers before, but I've had, no stalkers while using the app. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that me personally, a lot of you, when I first started playing the app, were like, CJ, you have a stalker. And I'm like, I don't see it. It wasn't really registering with me. And I still don't see it to this day. What I do see is that Randonautica is trying to come out with information, whether it be about cases, whether it be about locations where things may have happened that they have knowledge about. Is this the elites of the world trying to expose different lies? I mean, there's so many different opinions out there. So do me a favor, subscribe to this vlog channel. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of other content out, but most of all, I just want to say thank you very much for all the love and support that you all have shown me here on the YouTube platform on both channels. We're almost to 400,000 on the main channel. We're almost, I think, what, 70,000 on this channel, or 60,000?
This one's almost 60,000.
So we're almost to 60,000. Let's get this to 75,000 by summer, guys. I know we all can do it. You all love and support me just as I love and support you. And don't forget, go to shopmotivated.com, promo code CJFaison at checkout, and I'll see y'all on the next deep dive.